Hey everyone, Will here from Federal Gaming and welcome to my first ever mod showcase. Yes, welcome. Hello. Yeah, hello there. This is me. Hello. Anyway, and today we are in a deserted forest biome, as you can see. There's trees everywhere, not a soul for miles, because today we are doing something that can be quite destructive. There's a dryad over there. Two of them actually. Come to crash. Three. Come to try and crash the party. Anyway, today we are doing the Falling Meteors mod for 1.5.2. There are updated versions, but with the mod pack I'm using to display this mod, it only works in 1.5.2, so let's get on with it. So first off, you need to find meteors. They fall, and the first one looks like this. This is a simple meteor, and when broken, it will drop one of these, a meteor chip. Yeah, one of these. It's like coal, but with like rainbow patterns on it. It's cool. And yeah, oh, I got an achievement. Not of this world. So I'm just going to put that back. And you can use this to craft a lot of things. First off, being tools and weapons. So with these, you get your standard set of tools: pickaxe, sword. It's called a spade in this mod. A hoe or a shovel, wherever you're from, and an axe. And the cool thing about these is when you right-click, you can enchant them. So with this one's got magnetization 1. The sword has got I can't speak today. Magnetization 1. The shovel has also got magnetization, so I'm just going to enchant them all. Yeah, I think they all get the same enchantment. And yeah, they're created simply by, it's a normal tool recipe with the meteor chips in place of whatever other material you use. So for example, iron, in this case you replace it with the meteor chips, and then instead of sticks, you replace it with iron ingots. And I think that's the same for, yeah, it's the same for every tool. So they're the tools. I'm just going to stick those back. If we go into game mode 0, let's test the spade out. I want to see how fast it digs. So let's put all these back in here. Go into game mode 0 and see how fast the spade digs. Oh yes, look at that. And, oh, that's cool. Look at this. So every time we dig it over here, it will actually drag the block towards you. So that's what magnetization does. I just learned something. So yeah, that's the meteorite spade, and we're going to go back into game mode 1 and shove that back. The sword's pretty cool. I'm not sure how much damage it does. Let's test it on one of these dryads. This meteorite sword does 6 damage, so it's roughly the same as iron, which isn't bad, but it can be quite a nightmare to craft. Let me get rid of these saplings. Don't know where they're from. So let's put this back. In you go. Alright, and then you can get this, which looks beast. Meteorite armor. Again, crafted using the same armor recipes as you normally would, but you just use meteor chips instead of whatever material you would have used. So I'm just going to put this on, and let's see. Oh yes, I look amazing. Yes. Absolute boss. So yeah, the cool thing about this, I don't think there's a cool thing, but it's like the tools, and you can right click it and it'll enchant it. In this case, magnetization. Again, for some reason it's duplicated it. So yeah, you can enchant all these to get magnetization, and I'm just going to stick them back, and then created using the same recipe for armor, but with meteor chips instead of whatever material you'd normally use. So, moving on, we have mobs. Sometimes when you see a meteorite, when a meteorite falls, it will spawn an alien creeper, and if that sounds terrifying, it's because it is. So we're going to go over somewhere isolated, like down here. Come on, get over the tree. So we're going to go down here, spawn in one of those. Look at that. It's got like it's a really cool purpley pink shade. It's got a blue glowing shield around it, and it just looks beautiful. So if you punch it, the explosion radius on this thing, go on, do it, bang. Look at that. That is the exploding radius of an alien creeper. What was that? Easily 20 blocks either way. So be very, very careful when you're digging near a meteor site in case you unearth one of those. Oh man. I would not like to come across one of those. Still, it looks awesome. Let me just spawn in another one. Yeah, just look at it. Look at it. You're looking at it? You better be. Look at it. It looks awesome. It's like a creeper. Go on, explode, son. Do it. Boom. There we go. Nice. Nice. That will probably take you out in 1 or 2 hits. actually, so be very, very wary around those things. And back over to my mod showcase. I exploded one here earlier and it basically blew up half the display. So it's like, no, we are not doing it near the display. We'll do it somewhere else. Anyway, so that is the standard meteor. They're the most common one. And then behind these, we have this, which I can't pronounce, called Frezarite. It's the next most common one, and from that you get Frezarite crystals, which look pretty awesome. Let's have a look at that. It's like a snowflake, like a square snowflake, a Minecraft snowflake. Yeah, they spawn ice and stuff when they're around them, and again, you can create the weapon set. But this, for example, Frezarite pickaxe increases underwater mining speed. The sword freezes enemies, so we are so going to try this. Let me spawn in. Oh, it's getting dark. Hang on. It's getting dark. 0. So let's spawn in the willing test subject, the pig. Let's spawn in the pig. 3 different types of pig. There you go. An ice pig zombie. Lovely. So yeah, let's spawn in a pig. There's the willing pig, and if you hit it, it will freeze the pig and give it slowness for 2 seconds. So that can be pretty useful if you're trying to... Ooh, I've fallen. If you're trying to catch up to a fast mob, or you want a mob, like you want to run away from one, etc. So thank you for that, pig. Your services will be remembered. So yeah, that's that, and increases underwater digging speed, increases underwater cut speed. This is pretty cool, the Frezarite hoe. So normally when you farm, let me just get a normal hoe so I can show you the difference. Normally when you farm land, like farmland without any water, it just comes out like that. But with the Frezarite hoe, it instantly waters it. See the difference? That one's like a shade darker. It instantly waters it, which is pretty cool. So that's the Frezarite hoe again, same recipe. Oop. Nope. Hang on guys. Same recipe, but you do use sticks this time, and yeah, you use Frezarite crystals in place of the normal material. I hope this makes sense so far. If not, it's probably been a waste of your time. Anyway, moving on with the Frezarite armor, this lovely blue shade, and I'm going to put this on. Let's admire. Oh yes, look at that. I'm like some kind of medieval knight. Anyway, the cool thing about this is, rather than clicking it and it giving you an enchantment, you can right click it in hand to give you an enchantment. In this case, we've got Respiration 3 on the helmet. Aqua Affinity 1 on the chest plate. Cold Touch 1 on the leggings. I'm going to assume that's a new enchantment. And Cold Touch 1 on the boots. Now, the really cool thing about this armor, besides this is pretty weak armor, but the cool thing about it, I've got a little water thing. If you walk on water, look at that, it will freeze it. It just freezes water, so you can just walk straight across. Say, for example, you want to walk across a river or an ocean. Ooh, there's a garden gnome over there. Say, for example, you want to walk across a river or... Oh no, my cat's escaped. Oh no, it's despawned. I'll get to that later. Yeah, say, for example, you want to walk across, like, an ocean or... I don't know, a river, and you can't be bothered to build a boat. You just stick some of this armor on, find a water source, and then yeah, just walk across it, or freeze the water beneath you and basically make an ice path. Let me try it on this one down here. Yeah, so say, for example, I want to get from A to B, I can simply just walk, and it will create a nice little ice path for me. Isn't that lovely? So yeah, that is Frezarite. Again, same recipe, just using Frezarite crystals as normal armor, just using Frezarite crystals instead, and it looks absolutely amazing on an armor stand. I think so anyway. Do you think so? You better. Right, and then, as you can probably tell the thing, you can make ice cream. You have chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and then you can make ice. Again, ice function. The chocolate ice cream, I can't eat it because I have an idea. Let's go into game mode 0. Let me get a potion. So hunger. Let me get a hunger potion. I'll try this, whatever it is. Withered meat. That's new. So let me go into game mode 0. Come on. Game mode 0. Eat this withered meat. Go on, eat it. Eat it. Oh, you can't eat it. So, yeah, anyway, I'm not sure. That didn't go well. Game mode 1. Anyway, yeah, there's 2 types of chocolate and vanilla, and you make that. Ooh, God, let me get off this. You make that with, you need 1 bucket of milk, a bowl, sugar, cocoa beans, and Frezarite for the chocolate. And then for the vanilla, it's just the same without the cocoa beans. So let me just get rid of whatever you are. Yeah, and you can also make ice. You can actually make ice. And to do that using the Frezarite crystal and 1 water bucket, that will get you 4 blocks of ice, which you can, I don't know, place for aesthetics or something. I've never really seen the point of placing ice, to be honest, but there we go. Moving on, we have that's like the second rarest, and moving on we have the rarest, well, the third rarest, sorry, which is, I can't pronounce this, it's called Kreknorite. It kind of looks like this. The cool thing about this, it will spawn a nether portal where it lands. An actual nether portal. And it will create armor and then drop. And if you don't mine it in time, it will spawn obsidian. So you'd be left with a giant obsidian mess all over your world. Anyway, and that spawns Kreknorite chips, which look like this. They look awesome. Like, they kind of remind me like a rune, like a red ancient rune. Anyway, and you can use those to create this, the Kreknorite sword. So if we enchant it, it gives it a fire aspect too. So let's test it on this dryad. And it does 6 damage normally, inflicts them with weakness, whatever that is, and sets them on, so it inflicts them with slowness, sorry, another enchantment, and sets them on fire. So it's a really good sword, and for some reason they drop saplings when they die. Okay, that's news to me. Yeah, so to create that, it's simply, no, recipe. It's simply 1 stick and 2 Kreknorite chips, as you would a normal sword. Anyway, moving on, we have the armor, which this is personally my favorite armor of the mod. And then you can enchant it all, so let's just enchant it all, then wear it. Oop, come on, let's enchant it all. And then put it on. So let me, oh, I've already got a set on. Makes sense. Oh god, no, I've just destroyed it. Ah, sorry about that. So crack, one of them, one of them, one of them, one of them. So let's enchant it all again. Destroy only this. We don't want to destroy the ones we're wearing. And that, each piece will give you fire protection 4, which can be quite useful if you're heading to the nether anytime soon. And ironically, it does actually spawn a nether portal, so my advice to you would either be to get some really boss armor in or craft a suit of this, which looks awesome. Yes, it's like probably my favorite armor of the mod so far. Anyway, moving on again, you'll see I've got a little cage set up behind here, and that, I need to spawn another one in because it's despawned, but, oh god, this dryad's mad at me. Go away, please. Anyway, very, very rarely you get one of these. Let me in. A comet kitty, yes, and that will spawn baby ocelots too, and you can tame these in the way you would a normal ocelot, and you can breed them either with ocelots or normal kitties, or sorry, you can breed them either with ocelots or more of those, so you can get like a little farm, and they look awesome. It's like a black cat with a helmet. Oh man, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I think I'm going to take one. And then moving on rapidly, we have this, which is the Meteor sensor. It's charging up really nicely. It's got a really nice particle effect coming out. Get out of the way, please. Come on. Let me just take you down. I'll set you on fire. Oop. When I can pick my sword up. Go on. Go down. Get out of the way. There we go. Yeah, so this will warn you, I'm not sure quite how, but it will warn you when a meteorite has hit, or is going to hit, and to craft one of those you need 3 meteorite chips, 1 redstone, and 6 cobblestone, and the recipe's seen here. And finally, we have, get out of the way please, we have this. Move! We have one of these. Oh, for God's sake, it's getting in the way. I'll just show you, summon. I'll just show you, it's a meteor summoner, and it kind of looks like a red eye of ender, and to craft one of those you need a red meteor crystal, which is a very rare drop from meteors, and 4 meteor chips, and when you click one of these, let's get a safe distance, it will spawn a meteor, incoming meteor. Wait for it. Maybe I shouldn't have done it here. Never mind. There it is. Look at that. Boom. Oh yes. Beautiful. And look, it spawned an alien creeper. And that is a perfect way, I think, to end the mod. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it and did find this informative, please do leave a like. And if this happens to be the first video, please do subscribe to Federal Gaming for Minecraft videos just like this. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.